I think I just found one of my favourite movies of this year. And it isn't even February yet. You're doing a good job, 2015. I like you. Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another review. This is for Kingsman, The Secret Service, which is the new film directed by Matthew Vaughn. Big fan of his other films, Stardust, X-Men First Class and Kick-Ass, and I was super duper excited to see this film. So this film is based around the character of Eggsy, played by Taron Edgerton, who's a bit of a chav, a bit of a thug. He's in with the wrong crowd, and when he gets in trouble with the police, he has to call in a favour from Colin Firth's character Harry, who is in Kingsman, The Secret Service. Now Harry sees potential in Eggsy and recruits him to become part of the Kingsman Secret Service. Since Eggsy's a bit of a chav, he's kind of an outcast with everyone else recruited by Kingsman, who are like people who go to Oxford and Cambridge, very high class people, and then you've got Eggsy, who's very smart and very skilled, but he's a bit of a chav. And this is where the film throws you into one of the most deadly training processes that I think I've ever seen in a film, and it's a lot of fun. It's so sleek and so stylish. While he's in this training process, we're introduced to Samuel L.Jackson's character, who's called Valentine. He's the main villain of the film. He's a different kind of villain. He's kind of funny. He speaks with a lisp. He doesn't like blood, so he's a very different villain, and I really respected that in this film. He was just a funny villain and a likable villain at that. He's like this global technology genius and has a plan to take over the world one person at a time, and obviously Kingsman, The Secret Service cannot let that happen. It's really weird to say that a villain is likable in a film, but Samuel L. Jackson is just so funny in the role. You just want to like root for him a little bit because he's just a really funny, cool villain. Taron Edgerton and Colin Firth do a really good job as Eggsy and Harry as a duo. You really like them. They're a really good team, and Colin Firth in this movie is so badass. I mean, you wanted him to be James Bond at one point or another, don't lie to yourself. It takes a while for Eggsy to sort of come into his own and become the badass that he is meant to be, but when he does, it's awesome. Not only does this film make the main characters really cool, you want to keep watching them, you want to find out more about them, but also the minor characters. Valentine has this sort of sidekick called Giselle, who uses her prosthetic legs as a weapon, and I thought she was so kick-ass in this movie. I was like, yeah, you go girl. Having been a fan of Matthew Vaughn's other films, Kick-Ass and Stardust and X-Men Days of Future Past, I was expecting big things, and yes to all the ultra-violence. We're going back to Kick-Ass roots. There was so much ultra-violence in this film, I loved it, but the action scenes were so good. They were shot fantastically, there was no shaky cam, it was very sleek and suave. Everything used was used fantastically, like slow-mo or panning. It was just so well shot. Not only were these action scenes shot really well, they were actually really thrilling, action-packed, had my heart pumping. I was fearing for these characters' lives. I had my hands in the chair and I was like, no! This movie is just a fun time. It's fun to watch, it's action-packed, it has really great characters, a really funny dialogue, all the British humour. Yes. It's not too overcomplicated, it has a solid plot and a solid reason why the villain is doing what he's doing. You kind of know all the motives of all the characters. So it's just fun to sit back, relax, enjoy the really cool action scenes and the cool characters. This movie felt like a long movie, but that isn't a bad thing for me. I wanted to keep watching this movie, and when it ended, I was sad that it ended. Sequel. I had one tiny issue with the ending of this movie, and it was kind of a grotesque gesture towards women, which I didn't appreciate. Knowing that one of the screenplay writers was a woman, I kind of had faith in them bringing life to the female characters. It was just one small detail that could have been changed. The rest of the problems I had with the film didn't really faze me throughout. I kind of forgot about them for a while because I was just enjoying this film so much. It's action-packed, the characters are cool and likeable, the villain is very different, which I really appreciated in this film. I love the ultra-violence. This film was just a good time. I'm definitely going to go see it again and buy it on DVD. If you're into sort of Quentin Tarantino, Kick-Ass sort of stuff, definitely recommend this movie. It's like the baby of James Bond, Kick-Ass, with the comedy of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. So this movie definitely has to be an epic win from me. Definitely go check it out if you're interested. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. If you guys have seen Kingsman, The Secret Service, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I put on new TV reviews and movie reviews every single week. As usual, my details will be down below in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye!